Well, y'all, we are full-blown into pumpkin season. When I'm filming this, we are a couple weeks out from Thanksgiving. And who doesn't need a good pumpkin pie recipe to take to Thanksgiving dinner? I'm actually trying out a new pumpkin pie recipe today. I got this recipe off of Azure's website. If you know me, you've heard me talk about Azure Standard. But I recently purchased some of their organic pumpkin pie mix. This isn't plain pumpkin. It is a pumpkin pie mix. So it already has, so it's got organic pumpkin puree, organic cane sugar, organic cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, cloves, and allspice. So it's already got some sugar and spices in here. I'm excited to have this one, but if you can't get this particular one, whatever pumpkin pie mix you can get at the store that you're happy with, this is a 15-ounce can. Anyway, we're going to use this and the recipe that Azure had on their website to make this pumpkin pie. It's my first time trying this recipe, so stay tuned. We're going to figure out together if this is the new pumpkin pie to take to the holiday get-togethers. I need to get some eggs. That one's small. I think I'm going to... So here's our ingredients. We have that 15-ounce can of the pumpkin pie mix, 3 eggs. The recipe calls for half a cup of milk and half a cup of half and half. I would think between milk, half and half, heavy cream, whatever you have on hand to get 1 cup, I think you should be able to do that. Again, this is my first time making this particular pie, but 1 cup, and the recipe calls for half a cup of milk, half a cup of half and half. And then in this bowl, I have 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, a teaspoon and a half of cornstarch, and a pinch of salt, and my pie crust. This isn't the pie dish that I usually am used to making pies in, especially ones that call for a deep dish pie. So we're going to have to see how this filling matches up to my pie pan. I'm not real sure where my other one went. It's gotten put away somewhere different or something. I'll have to find it. But we're going to make it in this one today. And you need an unbaked pie crust. Whether you want to make your own, use store-bought, whatever you want to do. I am pretty sure I have a pie crust recipe video. I think. And if I do, I will link it down in the description box. And if I don't, well then maybe we need to do that. But whatever pie crust, unbaked pie crust you want to use. And the recipe did say deep dish, 9-inch deep dish. The first thing it says to do is mix these ingredients here together. Your cornstarch, your brown sugar, and your salt. I got any clumps of my brown sugar. I want to get it mixed up, get all that combined. This video is part of a collab. It was an open collab hosted by Angela at the Inquisitive Farm Wife. I'm a little late to the game. When I put in my Azure order and ordered this pie mix, I was not really thinking about the date my order was going to get here. So I'm pushing it and I'm a little late. I'm a little late to the game, but still excited to participate. And there is a whole list of pumpkin videos. I'll put the playlist down in the description box. So if you want some pumpkin inspiration, that playlist will give you all kinds of great pumpkin videos. Now into those ingredients that we mixed together, I'm going to put the rest of my ingredients. Let me tell you, this pumpkin pie mix smells delicious. It smells so good. I'm going to go ahead and crack my eggs into a separate bowl. You know, I've been watching Allie, Little Hill Homestead, crack eggs with one hand. And I know she did a video saying how. I am still just not... I'm just still not good at it. There was, sort of. Oh, look. There it went. Just going to go ahead and break those eggs up a little bit. There's 3 eggs. And then our cup of milk and half, or whatever you decide to use. I'm going to use the whisk to mix this all together. And bring you in so you can see it. And while I'm mixing this all together, I'll tell you, let me go ahead and admit, I am not the biggest pumpkin fan. I am going to try this pumpkin pie. But I have some people in my family who are pumpkin fans, who really like pumpkin. And I did not tell them I was making this pie today. So it's going to be a nice surprise and treat for them this afternoon. That mixed together really nice. All right, let's pour this over in our pie shell. Let's see, I may have to not use it all depending on how full we get in my pie pan here. Remember, it said to use a deep dish. Wanted to mention I've also had the oven preheating to 375. And it says to bake it for an hour. Again, we'll just have to see. I'll keep a check on that and let you know how long it takes it to bake in this particular pie pan. Yeah, I'm going to have to stop just a little short of using it all. Maybe I'll pour that. Maybe I'll take some of my extra crust that I cut off and put it in some kind of little small dish and pour this in it. We'll see. Don't want to waste it. All right, into the oven it goes. And I'm going to keep a check on it. If my crust around the edges starts to get too dark, I'll cover it. I'll cover the edge with some aluminum foil, but I'm just going to leave it like it is for now. Let me show y'all what I'm doing. The little bit of crust that I had where I cut it off the edges of my pie pan that was hanging over, my little scraps, I've pushed into this tiny pan. I don't know if you can tell how small it is. And I'm going to pour the rest of my pie mixture over the top. And we're going to bake this too. Don't want to waste it. I was sitting here looking out the window as I was mixing all these things together, and I noticed there were some chickens out, so Hetty's going to see if he can figure out where they got out. Just took this out of the oven. Oh, it's so pretty. It went for 45 minutes in just my shallow pie pan. See, it was starting to crack just a little bit around the edge. And the center is set, but if I move it, it still just barely jiggles. Just barely. And I did cover the edge with some aluminum foil after 30 minutes because it was getting nice and golden brown. Now we just have to be patient, let it cool, and tonight after supper we can try it. This pie's had time to cool, and y'all, look how gorgeous it is. It is a beautiful pie. I think when I make this for holiday get-togethers, I might take some pie crust and maybe cut a leaf or something out and put it in the middle. That would be really pretty. But I mean, it's gorgeous as it is. Like, this made a really pretty pie, and it's just as delicious as it is gorgeous. And I know because I've already tried some of this over here. But I am going to slice this for you. I'm going to cut a piece so you can see exactly what it looks like. It's not overly sweet.
And I'm usually like, give me all the sugar, but it's the perfect balance for this pie.
A couple of things that I thought I would bring up is one, I mentioned making a pie crust design to put on the top of this, like a leaf. If I did that, I would cut that out and bake it separately. And then when the pie was finished, put it on the top so that it didn't sink down into the pie. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention is obviously whatever brand pie filling that you're using can change the flavor a little bit. Just go with one that you like. I was really happy with the one I used, and then I was really happy with this recipe and the way the other ingredients in it helped the pie set. It had a beautiful texture. It was so good. Y'all get in the kitchen and make some memories with the people you love. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.